Hold on for me! Welcome to one of the NFL's signature venues, Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson, and we're underway from Kansas City. This return starts at the 5. They've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Looking deep to open the game. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. Following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. D. Eskridge to return it.
Dwayne Eskridge on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here, first and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's descended upon it quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Stuck on play by Big Chris Jones.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down, here's Tua. To the sideline, and he's got it. He's out in the clear. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins find an answer with their opening drive. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Patterson takes on the extra point. And the Dolphins literally won up that opening touchdown drive. Bonds, they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Yellow!
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He's got time here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's looking deep once again. Going into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Man, not a lot of arms in the league can deliver that throw from half the field away. Unfortunately, it ends up with the other team.
Yeah, not many today, Kate, and I would argue not many in the history of the game. It's a short list. I'll put Jeff George, John Elway, Jay Schrader had an absolute cannon. But you also got to have the smarts to know when to unleash a rope like that. Decision-making, not nearly as qualified as the pure arm talent on that throw.
Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Tight end going in motion here. Turned by Loa on first down. That's Waddle again. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Another try following the sack. He lofts it deep left. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 2-point game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those 11. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. As you know, it's one of the show.
Here comes Malik Washington. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now 2 with a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I can promise you that is a throw. As a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Fred McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, he bought what time he could by rolling to his dominant side, but just nothing available, and the throw winds up as an interception.
Yeah, this is a good little tester for the defense. You don't see a lot of southpaws in the league. Most of them are pitching and not playing quarterback anymore. But that really tests the defense and how sound and fundamental they can be with the QB that is left-handed, the QB that does test that side of the field. Well, in this defense, they more than pass the test.
Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 6. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive when they can. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. The Chiefs in control. yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. A-Chain on the inside give. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins tie it in the final minute of the half. Devon A-Chain with the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He puts a Mayer under it deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They've got second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Ryan connected with Xavier Worthy there. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, it's Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jack Jones has got it. And the Dolphins will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Tua off the play fake. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This is cut downfield by Rice. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Slated down to approach here from the 40. Mahomes on first and 10. He lets one fly deep downfield. That one connects. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Big click on him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now and goal to go.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Second and goal.
Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
Field 15, 10, 5, you can right. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown, 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 Kansas City. Touchdown, 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 Kansas City. Touchdown, 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 Kansas City. Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. This one finds Lockett down the left side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6.
To throw is Ward. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Ward. Incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchdown. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this...
And he's in! Rashid Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Field 15, 10, 5, juking right, touchdown, Kansas City, touchdown, 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 Kansas City, touchdown, 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 Kansas City, touchdown, 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 Kansas City, touchdown, 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 Kansas City.
Hey, when it's 4th and goal.
Is kicked off. And no chance to return the... One through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Play action. Ward. Right here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. In trouble, and down he goes. Chubb backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Ward. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. The Titans sending out their punter as he's standing right around his own goal line. Here comes Smith on the return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes on 1st down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Again, working deep downfield. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete.
Man, I sent him through that hole.
Standing there, able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the side.
24-yard pickup as they convert on 4th down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup is 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action, it's Ward. big one for Tennessee. I'll pick up a 44 yards. Running here is Holland. Not much there. Maybe a yard. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 16.
From the gun, here's Ward. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Ward. Runs to his right. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes, and the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Lockett headed in motion. Play fake, now Ward to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. The pressure gets there and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Looking to throw is Ward. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Titans football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Throwing, Ward. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Ward. His pass, lost. It's Chibukantra. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Here's Ward. And he's going to come down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come. As 4th down is looming.
Hold it ready. Warriors 70. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Hurt.
They snap it to Ward. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes, and I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety.
The pressure too much, and he goes down.
It's a City brings up second and 18 at the 24-yard line.
15.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Yards on the play. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
Hey, Ripley, our side.
Now, Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he's in. Touchdown, KC.
Field 15, 10, 5, Jukin right, touchdown, Kansas City, touchdown, 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 Kansas City.
When it's 4th and goal, I bet I send him through that hole. My deep back's known to snap on that 3rd and long. I'm too patient. I move nations on 1st and 10. And by the 2nd down, we separating boys from men. We torpedoes.
To start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on. Hit. 19, 8.
On first down, it's Ward. It is complete. He finds Lockett. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
A 7-yard gain brings up second and 3.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Quite a turn of events. This is first and goal at the 3. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Jared Riley. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jimmy DK now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Ready, break.
On first down, Ward. Middle of the field, he's got a close. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. On the run to the right. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
First down, Tennessee.
Ready. Throwing again is Ward. And they'll get about half of what they needed. Pick up a 5 and sends up second and 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Mahomes around the pistol. He'll throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Mahomes now on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing now. Mahomes. Got a man. It's Kelsey. Complete. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
A pickup of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On second down, Mahomes. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's third and goal. That one taken in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown.
Field 15, 10, 5, juking right. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Kansas City. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Kansas City. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Kansas City. Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen. It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Off we go from Kansas City. Bingo Remigio. Bring it out of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Off the play fake. Mahomes. On the move left. He'll let this go.
Kansas City.
When it's 4th and goal, I bet I send him through that hole. My deep backs known to snap on that 3rd and long. I'm too patient. I move nations on 1st and 10. And by the 2nd down, we separating boys from men. We torpedo, straight bully, incognito. I beg your pardon, ain't no marks, we all depot. Cover my face and call a play, and freestyle. And do my 1-2 step like Dexter for that touchdown.
You sleep on my kitty to come and get with him, but you thought we could make it happen. From gutter to gun, I'm clutching and hammering. These niggas is known for trapping. The women, the whips, the cars, the cush, I push that mid. Blood and shut shit down, and they be like.
Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the begin 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
A gain of 27.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. From the 41, it's 2nd and 1.
At the Chiefs' 20-yard
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
on the stop.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Yellow!
1st down throw, Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground,
The Chiefs take
they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
Yellow!
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, welcome back to the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short game.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
We are through 1. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 7. A give here to Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants.
Play is a turnover on downs.
Yellow. My side. My side.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's thrown great size. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rasheed Rice. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 6. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Here's Mahomes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. It's a little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
At the 45-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. It's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes back. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception.
Mahomes pass.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The first carry now for Kareem Hunt. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to lock one deep left side here. Throw left side is complete on the dangling effort. A big play there for KC. 59 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big.
And for the Chiefs, touchdown. Rasheed Rice from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
This is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Forced out to his left. Oh, trying to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sidelines will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, they went through all the different situations. He hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, come back. I go on. Hey. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City yards here so far. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now Allen. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense. Coming up that big completion to prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Allen. This is caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Allen going to change the look here. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from a yard out. And the Bills are back within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Touchdown out is Prater to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
She's trying to show
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for KC. 68 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Hunt. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And will be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. And look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down.
Over the dime worked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen Jackson to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes...
A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding the situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Drop for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. An audible here to get a new look.
Alert, alert, alert.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule. And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. The defensive guy saw it as an opportunity to get more forward.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was stepped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
319. All 52.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. So that every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Josh Palmer. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Now Allen. Steps away to his left. He'll dump this off to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Motion man is Shakir.
319.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. attack. Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them.
The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
Motion man is Shakir. Allen gonna throw. Out to his left. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as Allen falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10.
Regular.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
It's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Ray Davis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 7.
Yellow. 180.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco. 4 yards on the pickup there, so it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I don't need to.
Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Mahomes going to throw it here. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just, their backs, really.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
To throw is Allen. On the move to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run. but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Allen steps away to his left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Throwing, Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Mahomes. That is intercepted. Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position